Alrighty. We got something with this one right here coming through this one, especially with the Duppy and the Daily. You got Big Narstie, especially with Big Narstie, Big Narstie coming into the Duppy Daily. I thought I actually did something like this, especially with the Narstie on it, but maybe I didn't, who knows? But you got with Narstie, Big Narstie, especially with his whole thing coming into it, and everything else, especially with Narstie, I have not heard anything from Narstie in a while, especially from me checking all his other ones, but me checking out Narstie for a while, it been a decent a while, because I haven't heard anything from him, from anything of his music or stuff like that, but maybe he been doing his own thing, because people got their own type of personal life, but you got it with the Daily Dub piece, especially with Narstie coming in through this one, like got the whole just delusional, but you got with the Duppy.
Daily Duppy. Welcome to Narstie TV. Hey, the streets loud, bass, defense, league, and
Supreme.
Beat me up, Scotty.
trapped in the mind of a crazy man. Chief Boris and the COVID. Dog, we need these crazy grants. I'm a beast. Boris and the COVID. Dog, we need these crazy grants. I'm a beast, something trust me, dog. I got a crazy plan. Water pots and pans and some flaky grams.
Ooh, come on with that one right there, like this one right here, this got something crazy. It got some cold, lyrics to it.
Beat me up, Scotty.
Trapped in the mind of a crazy man. Chief Boris and the COVID. Dog,
Ooh, trapped in the crazy mind, especially with all this COVID. Hey, like they say, before COVID hit, we was all trapped. We all had a like, we couldn't really go nowhere because it was all this stuff. You had people spreading all type of delusions, especially the whole game is on Tipler tight.
these crazy grants. I'ma be something, trust me, dog. I got a crazy plan. Water pots and pans and some flaky grams. Two parcels come from overseas and fucking yam. I don't understand, I overstand, we need the yard first. Then it's X6s and Range Rovers, man. Step aside, pass the fucking pan. Game over, man. I need a holiday, nudist beach. One black, one white. Girls, we need some lotion tan. And I don't talk to pagans, I don't shake their hands. Born in Brixton, feeling I was made in Manhattan. I'm a made man, trying to live the fucking dream. Turning something into nothing, my brothers, we need 1,000,000 grams. This is the fucking plan, no more pain. Eating corned beef and fucking spam. But I got crazy fans, bisexuals, lesbians, they're overgassed. Old type Jim, he's from East Ham. Pain, they say Narstie, you are the realest man. Pain, the
Ooh, come on, they say Narstie, you was the what? You was the biggest, man. Come on, like you was the main person, especially.
realest man.
Hey, you was the realest man. Hey, especially with that part, that part coming into, it ain't nothing, against, nothing against somebody that can't really convict, conviction too real. Like he's too real to be too killed. Like the whole thing, especially how the whole thing, especially with his whole delusion, like, he got especially you just that one corner, like you just stand, especially you just that one point of view, like you're 100, you got your points, you got to give them perfection, because, at the end of the day, we all got to get those, them flus and everything else, especially our flowers, especially with everything else going on, we got to give it the flowers, especially with this one right here. I got to give him his potential, his scantos, because, the way this whole thing is already, moodling and everything else.
Pain, the world just really needs to see it, fam. Voice got bass like Isaac Hayes. I make the gal them wind their waist. Oh my days, burst your ear drums and bass. Big dastardly wacky race. Yeah, boy, like Flavor Flav. But if you wanna sit on the throne, you have to play the game. Take the pressure, take the pain. Drive the ship, hold the reins. Clean the floor, wipe the stains. I am Price, so I got my chains. I'm gonna break you mental slaves. Hey, Rock, I am the son of Rock. I I never came from a fucking cave. I got Kunta Kente's names. No scope, yet the iron sight. Everything I own from the iron price. Refuse to give my soul for the higher life. May not get ratings, but it's righteous, right? God gives his favorites the hardest fight. But I kept saying in the coldest.
Ooh, like he said, I give all my highest rights to the highest person in the sky. Hey, and that's why we doing it too, especially with the coldest, especially with the coldest. Hey, he got something in the coldest, especially with the moon and everything else. You know how it goes, especially how these times have been, it been the coldest, especially with this whole thing, he's just speaking with turfity, like everything he's doing, everything that he's counting, it puts it a stick of a mick.
And the darkest night, Bruce Wayne felt too much pain, had to lean on the darkest night. Metric ton on weight, logistics and freight. This ain't shocking, this is controlling the market price. In honor, I'm up a Father Escobar. Turn the weed plant to a gold bar. Lawn mower for a cobra. Ice box heart, they can't believe how I'm so cold, star. A walking body with no pulse. 6 cents, I see ghosts. Groundhog Day, always the same. Me legend coats, rubber thingy rapids, bro. Ends tragic when wolves play with rabbits, bro. They lost their king hearts when they became addicts, bro. If you can't trust man, how can you keep a man close? You make me paro like being in a yard with a million O's. Freedom is a must, blood. After ash.
Oh, and the whole thing, like, come on, how could you not trust, man? Especially, how everything else is going. Like he said, how could you not trust, man? Especially in this world, you have to, trust, everybody, Sometimes you can't be, count the next person out. But the whole thing, especially, how the whole thing is coming in delusional and everything else, it's just speaking from a factory spot, like a default spot, especially how everything else is, counted. Like he got the whole thing and then he got the lyrics, of a point of view too. So the lyrics is, it really has their point of views too. So, the whole thing is already, it really has a whole point of, a view and everything else.
Close. You make me paro like being in a yard with a million O's. Freedom is a must, blood. After ash, we all turn to dust, blood. This table can only break bread with niggas who I trust, blood. My spider senses got me here. Fuck what man say to man. The energy is weird. Intentions ain't sincere. Window vision.
Ooh, I like that one right there. What did he say? He said a Spider-Man senseless. Ooh, you know how you can sense something? Hey, that one right there. I was a delusional.
Is weird, intentions ain't sincere. Window vision icy clear. You are looking at a robot. There is no emotional feeling here. I'm as sharp as a spear. Round this point on the stair. Through my suffering and my tears, my only comfort was my prayers. I cry, cause the suffering what I do for my peers. I know my soul eventually thrive for 100 years. I keep it moving when they don't musical chairs. You know my team got the woo like Ric Flair. But listen here, 50 count and 60 count for big deal. Hiroshima flow, I am nuclear, so stand clear. Boom! All of that. Take that.
Hey, come on. I like this one. I like this one. The energy was so cloudless and, so much of a positive energy. But you just got with the Daily Duppy and the Narstie. That's what his whole thing coming through this one. But salute to him. Make sure you guys definitely go tune in with this one and everything else. Because how this one came in, he gave us all type of power. Like he said, the system is clear. Like, system is clear, and everything else. Especially with Narstie's coming, his energy, he keeping it on the buck. So much of a positivity, you rather be positive than see the negative, and especially 2022, especially 2023 coming up. We just need that positivity instead of that negativity. But with Daily Duppy and everything else, make sure you guys definitely like, comment, subscribe, everything else, and just in tune with this.